editing unrecognized location. Now suppose if you're in your map, you have locations which are not recognizable. Let's say either even if latitude is given, longitude is missing, longitude is given, latitude is missing, or both are missing, then how can you handle in that scenario? Your map will have show an empty point. So to handle that, to edit unrecognized location, Tableau provides a method, okay, solution. In the edit locations dialog box, click on one of the unrecognized cells to match a known location to your unknown data. When you click on an unrecognized cell, a search box appears. As you begin typing in the search box, Tableau generates a list of possible locations. Okay. So suppose you have an unrecognized location in the map. Okay. So what happens is you go to the edit locations dialog box, click on one of the unrecognized cells to match known location in your data. So suppose you have an of what the location is. What you can do is you can go to edit locations dialog box, click on unrecognized cells. Okay. A search box will appear. There you will start typing the name. Tableau will generate a list of possible locations. Okay. So you have this edit locations dialog box. Okay. This is my data. And in my data, this is, let's say there is a city which is not recognized. So this is the search bar. In the search bar, they are searching for L. Here it is written LA. You can search like a Los Angeles. So what happens is when you start typing Los, it will suggest Los Angeles, Los Altos, and all those things. You can select LA for Los Angeles, which is the, see, LA is the unrecognized location here, but Los Angeles is the recognizable location which Tableau understands. Okay. So now see here, you can enter latitude and longitude to manually map a value to a point location on the map. Okay. Begin typing into the unrecognized cell and select enter latitude and longitude from the drop down menu. Okay. So see here, so there are city or state province which is not matchable. See here, it is already giving me unrecognized. See, these are cities of some country that even I am not aware of. So in Tableau says these are unrecognized locations. Okay, that Tableau doesn't understand it. So what you can do is you can you can enter it in the list. You can get an option to enter the latitude and longitude. And in this case, when you know the latitude and longitude of, let's say, this city called as Bamako, what you can do is when you enter it in latitude and longitude, Tableau will plot it on that particular point. Okay. So in that way, Tableau will be able to understand, okay, this is a new city called Bamako, which is located at this particular latitude and longitude. You got my point? See here, click on the unknown, edit locations. Okay. And then you will get the options. Okay. Now this is something related to the United States of America. This we don't have the access to this example. Okay. So when in my data set that I have currently access to, you can see that I have plotted the longitude into the column shelf, latitude into the row shelf. So what happens is Tableau automatically plots the world map for me. Now where it still doesn't know where it is located. Okay. So I only have this information called country, state, and city. What I will do is I will add it into the details part. When I add it into the details part, it will automatically take me to United States. Now see here, this entire thing is an aggregation because it's only pointing to one point into the map, which is the specific country. Now, since country, state, and city in my case is a hierarchy, what I can do is I can click on the plus symbol, it will highlight the states. I can click on the plus symbol and it will highlight the city for me. Now, if you want to highlight the cities for on the basis of colors, then you can do that also. Again, then you can change the shape here. Let's say you don't want circle, you want a square. You can do that also. I'll still be going with a circle. Okay. And now let's say I want to highlight something called as the subcategory. So I'll add that into the details column. Okay. And then I will add, sorry. And then I will highlight something called as, or I don't want subcategory. I don't want subcategory. I want average profit, average of profit. So I'll add into the details column. Yeah. And I want average profit from each city in the country. So I'll highlight the city still in the color. Yes. Now, if you go to any dot here, so let's say city Helena, country United States, state Montana, and average profit is $25. So 25, sorry, not $25, $25 million. Okay. So this is the average profit. So this is one way to visualize the map. Now, how can you edit the map? Through map layers. We got two ways to edit the map, right? One through using the map box. Oh, sorry, one using the using the map box tool, and the other using the map, go to background maps. Here you can see this light is selected, right? If you click here, normal, so the orientation of the map changes. It's not, it's now highlighting the ocean body, ocean bodies also. Okay, now again go to the background maps, and if I select dark, now see the entire orientation of the map. Again, the visualization of the physical appearance of the map has changed. Now it's in like a dark mode map. All the locations are highlighted in dark colors. Okay, now again you can go to map, background maps, and let's say I want the streets version. So you'll get something like this, which is like very atlas or globe looking version of the map. Okay, now if you again go, and there is some version called outdoors. Okay, why it's not highlighted here. Then there is something called a satellite version. Satellite version is what you will get like when you're using something as in Google Maps. Also, when you use the satellite view, then you will get a map location like this only. Okay, then you have something called as offline map. So this is the offline map view. So your data highlight is there, but it's not exactly showing it on a map. Basically, it has plotted it. So if you don't have web connection, your map will look something like this. So it will not show you in the background which country, state, or city is. But whenever you go to a particular dot, it will highlight you, because this information is not dependent on the internet service. But in the background information, the latitude and longitude plotting is dependent on the internet service. Okay. Now, again, if you go, if you don't want none, you can go for none also. When you go for none, what they do is the latitude and longitude is plotted in a scatter plot, and then you can highlight whatever details you want to highlight, the city and the average profit. Okay. And okay, now here you have something called as a map box map, WMS map. And so we don't have an access to map box map. I have not tried adding map box map. Let's see if we can make use of it right now. I'll set it again to the light version. Okay.